You are listening to the Profitable Content Creator Podcast. This is the place where content creators come to learn how to create profitable content that positions themselves as an authority and grows their online businesses. Get ready to take your content to a whole new level with your host, Kristen Poborsky.
What if your business has everything that it needs and you're just not looking at it yet? So I want to tell you today about a story of a client of mine. She had a podcast. She has a growing audience, a clear high-ticket offer, and a summit strategy she was about to bet everything on. And when her AI business audit came back, she was leaving $2,700 a month on the table. Now, not because her content was bad, not because her offer was wrong, but because no one was watching the numbers inside of her platform. So I'm Kristen Poborsky, and I build custom AI business teams for coaches, consultants, course creators, and solopreneurs. And I've been doing this kind of work for long enough to know the pattern. And the problem is that it is never the strategy. It's always going to be a systems fix first. So today I'm going to show you exactly what happened on that AI business team game plan call, what a custom AI business team actually is, and how you can get started building yours today. By the end of this, you're going to know exactly what's been missing and what you should be doing about it. So let's start back with this client of mine, okay? And this is all about the blind spots, and we all have them inside of our business, even if we've been doing this for a very long time. And this client, she had done all the hard stuff. Years of building her business as a healer. She had a podcast. She has great content, a $10,000 high-ticket offer that was all ready to sell. She even had a summit strategy from a top coach. By every outside measure, she was doing everything right. But here's what my AI business audit found. Lead response, manual, which meant every time she got busy, she was always busy. Leads were going cold. Her inbox, it owns her mornings. She was spending 13 hours a week on things that had no business requiring her input. And inside of Kajabi, her platform where our entire summit strategy depended upon, nobody's there watching the data as she begins to execute this. So what was the problem? She wasn't watching it. She didn't have an assistant watching it. No one was watching what was happening inside of her Kajabi, which is her CRM. Now I'm going to ask you a question. Do you have someone looking inside your CRM, knowing what's working and what's not working, showing you where your blind spots are, where there are opportunities? Probably not. So this client, she is about ready to spend real money on this summit setup, which is great. Purchase pages already purchased, everything, almost $1,000 investment nearly made. The strategy's in place. And the whole time, the data that would have told her what was working and what's not working in her business, it's just sitting there. The numbers are right there inside the platform. Nobody's reading them. Nobody's routing them to the agent for the right fix. And that is the blind spot I see in almost every business I audit. Even today on a call with a client and their coach, I saw another blind spot. Another opportunity inside the numbers. In this case, it was Kartra, where we could see how many people were going to her booking page and none of them were booking. That's my gift. That's what the coach said, is that you have a unique ability to spot these blind spots. So does this sound familiar? Because here's what happens next. And this is where it gets really good. So we were deep into the strategy session. I'm going back to the client. When I open up Claude, I figured out how to connect it to her Kajabi account and started building her agent live on this call. And let me show you what that looks like, what it means for your business. And everyone that I work with who has a CRM needs this same kind of agent, this same kind of information, what I call a chief operating officer or chief marketing officer. Everyone needs help looking at their numbers and figuring out what's happening. You see, most people think that AI for their business is just one chatbot or a better prompt or a new tool to learn, but that's not what it really is. A custom AI business team is one structured, a group of agents, and that's what we were building for this client. Each one not just trained on her business, but her voice, but it includes her business, the data, and handles every part of your entire operation. Not one tool doing everything badly, but specialized agents doing specific things well. So here's what we built live for that client on that call. We had a CMO at the top connecting to her Kajabi account with 4 team agents ready to do the work for her. At the top, the CMO, it's connected through Zapier integration, reading every metric that matters for her business, diagnosing what's working and what's broken, and telling her team, those other agents, right down below what to do next. Underneath it, those 4 agents. And I'm going to share what those are with you right now. There was one agent that handles content and delivery. It handles her email sequences, page copy, course updates, and onboarding fixes when it needs help, either creating a brand new one or fixing what she already has. Revenue and offers. It builds products, pricing, upsells, and checkout flows. So it can fix anything immediately, look at what you have. It has the information that it knows about her business and her customers and everything, her voice included, to be able to write all that kind of copy or make those fixes for her without lifting a finger. Next, a team that handles her lists and members, manages lead segmentation, figures out your tagging and re-engagement. And finally, the most important one of all is the analytics and reporting. It runs a weekly green, amber, or red performance snapshot across all 4 areas in her CRM. And every morning, a automated, which I like to use, Relay app, powered automation report lands inside her inbox before her first coffee without the client having to ask for it. Her words on the call right there was, while I was watching it, while she was watching it, and I was building it right in front of her, wow, that's amazing. And she was so excited, she asked for it before we hung up. Now, that wasn't even a polished presentation. That wasn't even a follow-up email. That's just somebody watching. The possibility of this agent to fix their business in real time and knowing that it's going to work. Now, let me be clear about something else, because this is the part that trips up most people. It's not about the tool. The tools are secondary. What matters is what changes in your business when your team is running it. So let me walk you through that. Before the CMO agent, this client, she was the entire system, which really meant when she was tired, distracted, unavailable, the business was too. And that's the cost that most people don't even talk about. Not just the 13 hours I mentioned at the beginning of this video, not the $2,700 in unrealized revenue. It's that every decision, every should I fix this? Should I focus here? Is this working? Requires the founders, the owners, the client, in her case, her full attention, her energy, and her judgment. So she wasn't just running a business. She was being run by her own business. And after the AI team is going to be built, here's what's going to change for this client. Now, with her CMO, she can open it every Monday morning and ask, how did we do this week? And get a real answer based on live data, not a gut feel. She gets a diagnosis before she spends time or money or even trying to think about it. She then knows in that set of agents which one to open next. And that CMO, it tells her exactly where the problem is and who is going to handle it. She gets into her launch summit with a platform intelligence layer now that's going to catch problems before they cost her leads or revenue. And that is how she stopped being the system and being run by her business and starts being the CEO who reads the report. And here's the thing that I want you to walk away with and write this down. This client of mine, she didn't need another strategy. She just needed someone inside her platform, reading the numbers and telling her what to fix. And that's what a custom AI business team can do for your business. Now, I have built this for her. I'm building it for myself. And it is the number one thing that I build for my clients when they have a CRM and they come to me every single time. And the reaction when I show it to them is not, wow, that's cool technology. It's more of a sigh of relief. It's the kind of relief that comes when you realize that you've been carrying a lot more alone for a very long time, and now you don't have to anymore. And the best part is, you don't need a tech background to do this. You don't need to understand how it works under the hood. You just need the right thinking, the right structure, the right agents, customized to your business, and a system that knows it. Not just a set of prompts that you buy from someone else, but something that's custom built for you and knows your business inside and out. So let me show you exactly how you should start building yours. You don't need to start by building everything. You start by figuring out where the biggest gap is in your business. And I'm going to share with you the simple framework that I use with every single client when they come with me. Step 1, we do the business AI audit. What's actually running through you right now? What shouldn't be happening? Where are the leads going cold? Where's your time disappearing? Where are you flying blind inside your own business? Because frankly, you can't fix what you can't see. And most of us are so inside our business, we don't even see it. Step 2, we're going to pick the first agent, the one from that audit that's going to make the biggest impact. We're not going to build a whole entire team on day one. We're going to pick the area that costs you, the founder, the most. And for most people, that's either content or it's something like this agent that's going to help this client know what's going on inside of her marketing. And again, it's content one where most people start out because it takes forever and never gets done. Or platform visibility in this case of her CRM, because the data, it's sitting there and nobody's looking at it. So we start there, build that one agent, get it running, train it on you, on your business, not just to sound like you, but really who you are, your business brain. What we want to do is we get all of your business out of your head and into your AI team. So your team gets trained on not just your voice, your methodology, your client language, your offers, what you think good looks like, what you will tolerate, what you won't tolerate, so that when it produces something for you, it sounds like you, it acts like you, it thinks like you. That's the difference between having a tool and having an AI business team underneath you. And if you're sitting there thinking, okay, but where do I actually start? That's exactly what I built the AI business team blueprint for. So here's what we cover. Anastasia Business, the client had the strategy, the content, and the offer. And what it didn't have was anyone watching the numbers. One AI team build, one live on one single call can change that, not just for this client, but for you too. You can go from understanding that something was missing to knowing exactly what it is and how to fix it. And I put the free AI business team blueprint that walks you through the exact same structure that I'm talking about here. What agents to build, what in what order, how to set up the foundation so your team starts working together instead of just being a pile of disconnected prompts. So you can grab that link. I've got it right down in the description. So you can go grab that right now. And it's free and it's specific and it gives you a real starting point in your business. And if you want to see how the content side of this works, how one recording becomes weeks of contents without you touching it, I've got that link to that video below. So you don't need more tools. You just need a team that knows your business, that runs while you're busy and tells you where to look and what to fix. And that's what this is. So let's go build it.
You've been listening to the Profitable Content Creator Podcast, where content creators go to learn how to take their content creation to the next level. If you love the Profitable Content Creator Podcast, we'd love for you to subscribe, rate, and give us a review on iTunes. Until next time.